Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on MLB on ESGNet of MLB 17 the show. Yes, we're still on MLB 17 the show with the St. Louis Cardinals franchise, and we are having a special episode of the Cardinals Insider Redbird Report. Now, as you see here, we're just wrapping up of the month of May, and so that means we are having our monthly May report. So take a look there. We got a pretty good year, or a pretty good month so far here for the Cardinals. Right now, currently the Cardinals right now are 44-19 going into the month of June. So take a look there, 44-9. There you see, you got a great lead right now over everybody in the division there. And there you see the numbers there, looking very, very nice for us, as we're playing some really good baseball right now. Good pitching, excellent pitching now from pretty much all five guys and the bullpen, and pretty much every single guy there has at least one no decision to them. We'll get to those numbers here in just a bit, but I have to say, very impressive for us so far for this season. Now, as for this series here, I know we are still on MLB 8 or 17 the show, and of course MLB 18 the show's been out for a while here, and we're gonna try to fast forward through some of this. So here, after a couple more, I think I got a couple more episodes left. I got pretty much in the can right now. We'll try to fast track this and try to get to at least to the present season that's going on right now. And we're going to try to do that along with, not just with this franchise, but also with our Kansas City Royals franchise there. So take a look here at the standings right now in division wise. Right now the Rockies lead the National League West there with a 30-26 record, with just a game between them and the Dodgers. So playing some excellent baseball there, as you see the wild card there for the National League. For us, like I said, just up and down the order has been great. We've got a couple of guys there that I'm really kind of concerned with, as they had a hot start in that first month of the season, and as we're going to the second month here, they've been kind of taping off some have actually completely just fell off the table. And also we actually have one player who's made a hot start ever since he's been called up from AAA, and that would be, of course, Tommy Pham. But take a look at the American League now East. The Orioles right now have a pretty good lead right there over the Yankees right now, 3-game lead over them in that division. They got playing some really good baseball right there, 31-22 for them in the season. For our Cardinals right now, just like I said, we're the most hot team right now in Major League Baseball, and I really think we have with the 44-9 record right now, and going into the pretty much the second or so month of the season, it's hopefully it'll get better here. We got some pretty good matchups coming up here with a couple more games. I think we got another series with at least a couple more series with the Cardinals coming up, and those are going to be, or excuse me, not Cardinals, but with the Cubbies, and those will be very important for us as we go along here, as we round out the last of the American League there. So take a look at the American League West. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this team so far, what they've been able to do on the field here, and that's just making us better. You know, I have this record here that's going to put us in a better spot here as we go along to this, getting close to the All-Star break, and of course playing the second half of the season. Now, like I said, second half, we're gonna at least try to. I got a couple of games I've already kind of gotten ready for us to go, and kind of some series that I've kind of set up already for ourselves, and we'll get to that more here, and I'll kind of give you guys a schedule of how many of those games we have left. But then after the All-Star break there, then we'll start fast tracking a lot of this season. Let's go ahead and kind of break down here some of the hot Cardinals players right now that are going on. Just take a look at your screen there, and Steven Piscotty is one of them. He has 9 home runs, 18 RBIs, and an average of 286 right now out of 196 at bats. He's probably one of our best players right now who is a really great bat here, helping us out there. Also, Matt Carpenter, he has 20 home runs now currently for the season so far, with 40 RBIs, a stolen base, and an average of 373 there. Now he's going to be I've decided to go ahead and he is going to play some first base, but he is also going to start playing some more second base where he's more custom at. And occasionally he might even play some shortstop there. So he's going to be kind of moving around here as we're looking at pitching matchups as we go along here the rest of the season. I do want to get Matt Adams and more into the games. Of course, Matt Adams no longer is with the Cardinals now, but I kind of want to still have him as our first baseman until we can find a long-term replacement, because I don't really feel like to have Matt Adams there, even though he's been playing very well. He's been doing very great there at that first base position there, but I do want to find a natural first baseman, either through the draft or through some possible trades, and we'll be looking at that more and more as we get closer to the trade deadline. Also, Jhonny Peralta, a really good hot bat right now. 12 home runs, 39 RBIs, and a 313 average in 182 at bats. And I've been very impressed with him and his bat. He's been very clutch for us in several games there, and it's really impressive what he has been doing in there, and especially stepping up as I would have to say he's stepping up as a good leader in that clubhouse there. And then finally, Tommy Pham. Pham has been just awesome ever since he started in that first series that we had with the Dodgers. If we called him up there, he's been doing a great job there. He had a little, a rough start there the first game or two, but then since then he's been on fire. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 400 average in only at 30 at bats. So not so many at bats there, but for the at bats he has been part of, he's been taking good job there. He's doing an excellent job there in left field, and doing a good job there. Occasionally he's been playing left. He's been playing a little bit of center field there. And I think we may have him come over. I think he's played actually even right field for a while, helping out Steven Piscotty get some time off there from the field. So it's been really great, and I think it's just going to get better for him. And once we can get Grichuk here as one of our players there, you see with the snowflake next to him, he has been just cooling down here. And it was like some of the Cardinals that have been ice cold here. One of them, Dexter Fowler, he had a really hot start there in the first part of the season, the first month of the season there, and ever since then he has cooled down. He has currently has 7 home runs, 19 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and an average of 326 in 187 at bats. Randal Grichuk, 13 home runs, 23 RBIs, and a stolen base with a 230 average, and he has 174 at bats. So his bats have been really, really struggling there for us, and that's been just a problem. I think we might have to end up. For a while there, I did have him in the minors. They were playing some minor league ball there with our AAA team, but we've called him back. But I think we may end up have him go back again. Which he's not gonna be too happy about that, but we got to get him looking at pitches a lot more better there, so he can be ready to go at some point here later on down the line. And then finally, Greg Garcia, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, 281 average with 64 at bats, and I'm not gonna hold that really too against him because he hasn't been in too many situations here, but. Yeah, he is one of our other players that just haven't been doing too well with the bat here as of late. Now, the pitcher, as you take a look there, oh man, it's been awesome. All 5 guys have been stepping up. I think probably one of the best pitching rotations that we have that's out there right now in Major League Baseball. But right now, Carlos Martinez, right now, 10 games he has won. He is 10-0 with 76 and 2/3 innings of work, 133 Ks, and 1.29 ERA. He has 11 starts underneath his belt and only one no decision so far for the season. As for the rest of them, Michael Wacha, 10 starts he's been in so far, only one no decision. He has 9 wins with 66 innings of work and 96 strikeouts, and his ERA is under 1. So really looking really sharp with him. Mike Leake also 10 games he started in. He's got 8 wins out of those 10 starts, with only 2 no decisions. He's pitched 70 innings, and he has struck out 73 people so far here this season. He has a 1.16 ERA. And then Lance Lynn and Adam Wainwright, two other pitchers here that have been doing very, very well for our team here, has also been doing very well here this season. Land 7-3, has 11 starts, 1 no decision, with a 3.56 ERA. He's been in 68 and 1/3 innings of work, 82 strikeouts there for him this season. And again, like I said, just doing a great job. And then of course Adam Wainwright, another guy who surprisingly enough has been having some tough starts here, but he's been able to bounce back in a couple of at least the last 2 or 3 starts. 6-4 for the season, 11 starts so far this season with only one no decision, 72 and 2/3 innings of work with 90 strikeouts, and his ERA is at 2.35. So, honestly, a great, run for these guys so far here, and we'll see if that will continue as we go along here. Take a look at our bullpen. Our bullpen right now, pretty steady here, getting some pretty good steady work. And I think right now, one of my favorites right now to really just to pitch with is probably Seagrass and Rosenthal right now. They've been doing very well for themselves. And of course, Chin right there, or not Chin, or Ho. He has been doing a great job in the bullpen as our start closer there, and I think he has like 35 saves so far this season. So he's been doing a great job when it comes to save opportunities. Now he's only had, I think so far, maybe one blown save, and that was I would say that would probably be user error. So that was on my fault. Didn't take the just blew a lead, and that was based on me. But for the most part, he's been probably one of the best. I think he's one of the top in the top 3 there in saves this season so far here for the Cardinals. So just for the most part there, I think just some excellent pitching there. Hopefully it just gets better, and I just hope that we can at some point here, as you see their hose numbers there. We can only go up. I mean, we can only get better. Of course, in your game, we got always some areas in improvement, and we'll be working on certain things like that. And like I said, we're going to be trying to bring some guys up. Harrison Bear, he is eventually going to make a call up. I know in real life he's already up in the majors, but I think here in this one, at least in this version of these Cardinals here, we're going to call him up at probably here somewhere before the All-Star break, if not after. Probably if we don't make him give him a call up beforehand, it'll be definitely after, and we'll see what he'll be able to do. We'll have actually the next episode you'll probably see here will be another Redbird Cardinals Insider, which will showcase him and his so far what he's done so far here this year in the AAA there in the minors, and we'll showcase him and see what he's doing so far there. So stay tuned for that. That should be coming up here pretty soon here. We still got some more footage and stuff that we're trying to break down here, and get that episode and series ready for you guys to kind of just showcase him, what he can do, what he's doing so far there. in AAA Memphis. So great season so far. Just take a look at some of the numbers here. You guys can check out the rankings so far here for the Cardinals and several other teams. So you guys can just pause the video and check those out, see what your favorite team is doing here so far. But yeah, like so far right now, I wasn't really expecting us to have such a great record and sim these games. I am playing, I believe, on All-Star. So just right now we're just trying to make some moves. I am looking at some possibilities of maybe possibly getting some bats for the second half of the season. Once some of these guys that we're looking at right now, bats are pretty chilled, like Grichuk. I'm expecting a lot from him, and also from Fowler. I want to find a good leadoff guy. Fowler is not doing so great there. So we'll be looking at some different looks at just trying to get better there in the front of the order there. But for the most part there, looking for at least a good bat, and also possibly another arm there. We do have the draft coming up, and they'll have a draft episode here too, also here very, very soon. So there's a lot coming up here for the Cardinals as we get ready for this next month of play. And I believe the next episode, the next gameplay you guys will see of the Cardinals will probably be, besides the Harrison look at his career so far in the AAA, but I think we'll have, I think it's a Cubby series coming up. We'll have that series here on the channel, and you guys can watch that and see what we're doing so far here in that series. Like I said, you'll see a lot of the Cardinals and Cubbies here on this series a lot. Very important series for us. That's our rival, so we want to play against them. But again, like I said, we're gonna do our best here to get a lot of things going and try to speed along this series as quickly as we possibly can. So like I said, it's been a while since I've had any videos up. I know it's been over a couple of months now since we had the Cardinals series here, and like I said, I want to kind of fast forward some stuff so we can move over to MLB 18 the show. I think, as far as I remember, I think I said probably after the All-Star break we'll move everything over to MLB 18 the show. So we'll have we'll see new footage and seeing everything move over to the new game. So but yeah, just trying to take our time here, just trying to work on other projects here, and trying to move this one as quickly as I possibly can, and trying to do some other stuff outside of just the main club. I want to do some stuff with the minor league teams there, show some other things going on with that. So I don't know, we'll just have to see and just try to see if we can get things to work in favor for us, and get this series moving along here. I'm trying to get this series, it's pretty tough trying to do this series and trying to do the Royals series at the same time, as we're trying to get both of those moving and move forward there. So but that's something, like I said, we're going to be working on. But for the most part, like I said, it's been fun playing both series, and especially this one here with the Cardinals, and the possibilities we could have so far here with possible trades. And like I said, looking for trades that are reasonable, that make sense, and that could help us out here for the long run, at least for make a good run to the to make it to the World Series and hopefully beyond there. So that's, like I said, that's something we're going to be looking at, and hopefully that'll be something what we can get for this team to become better and do better. So of course, that's the goal for every team, to get in the Major League Baseball is to get to the World Series and win championship ring, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do our best to try to find the right pieces that we need to do or need to have to make that happen for us, and just try to just do what we can. So but again, look at some numbers here. I think by now you're probably tired of looking at these numbers here, but like I said, right now I think MVP wise pitching, I have to say it's Carlos Martinez, and also too I think I have to say Mike Leake. They've been two of the guys that have been just really clutch in their pitching and just be able to do what they need to do there on the mound, and that's been really helpful for us. As take a look here at right now, like I said, All-Star. I think this is the All-Star votes so far here, and Carlos Martinez is your top vote getter here in this one. So Martinez, the top guy there with 4,086, or 186,000 votes there. So he's a top vote guy there. So like I said, right now he's got the best record right now in Major League Baseball, 10-0, and Wacha's right behind him. Of course, Leake is. So they'll definitely be if they keep it up and finish out the month of June just like they did, or finish out the month of May, or the next month coming up, which is June. They can finish out the month of June just like they did in May. They are definitely shoe-ins for the All-Star game there also. So it should be a good one. I can't wait. And there you see Seager's there, another guy there who's the top one, another top vote getter there when it comes to relief pitching there. So we got a couple guys there, and then of course we try and get all the guys on the team. Try to get Piscotty, try to get Carpenter, try to get Peralta. Pham, I don't know, he may not have enough. I think you have to, I forgot how many bats you have to have, so that might be a little tougher to get him to get to the All-Star game there. But of course, Carpenter and all those guys, we're going to try and do our best to try to get them and get them into the All-Star festivities and try to finish out this season. So like I said, just trying to fast track here. Just want to let you guys know what was going on here for this series so far, and hopefully we can try to get this episode or this series going here a lot quicker than it has been. Like I said, been working on a lot of different stuff, and just want to try to get I've been trying my best trying to get back to this series here, but like I said, we got a couple more episodes that I got ready to go, and then we'll be that I've already pretty much already edited and everything, but we'll get back on track here, and we'll see this series more often, just like we did beforehand, and of course move over to MLB 18, the show. So just taking a look here at the rest of the All-Star numbers there in the American League, and got a lot of good other players right now doing very well, and just like I said, just trying to do well here. Like I said, we've been doing with the great record there, 44-9, the best record right now in Major League Baseball, and we're just hoping that the team can keep it up and just continue getting those wins there, and just putting some just trying to get some distance between us and the rest of the teams in the division. So try and get that good spot there so we can get home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and get that get that chance to host a lot more games, and just trying to bring home a World Series title here for the fans of St. Louis. So you see Peralta, your top guy there in shortstop, right behind him Corey Seagrass, and then Turner, and of course Diaz there for us there, Amada Diaz there in fourth place there in the shortstop category there. So yeah, well, like I said, just been a fun series so far here. And I know it's been a while since we had this series, but I wanted to continue it. I want to continue just like I did with the Royals, play several seasons of this. But like I said, I have an idea of, right now of how this series is going to be approached, and we're going to fast track a lot more stuff here and get a lot more stuff done as we go along here for this series and for future series of the Kansas City Royals or any other future roadshow series, or not roadshow, but franchise series here on the channel. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the roadshow series with our newest guy, DeMarcus King, and he's been a fun series to be a part of, and also not to mention all the other roadshow characters that we've had so far here on the channel. It's been a lot of fun putting that stuff together and getting that content for you guys. So if you guys have enjoyed it, thank you guys so much. Continue to follow us here on ESGNet, and continue following that series, or all those series really, or any one of those series that you have been enjoying, or this series, or Royals, or whatever. And thank you for supporting the channel, and just thank you, and continue getting the word out there about the channel and about these great series here on ESGNet. But trying to wrap this up here and see the rest of these numbers here for All-Star. I just kind of want to give you guys an idea of what's going on it. Like I said, it's been a while since we had this series, and I know a lot of you guys have been kind of wondering, or been messaging me. It's like, hey, when's the series coming back, and could you show us the number wise of who's doing what, and who, certain players from different teams are doing what in the series. So that's why I was wanting to show you guys here. So that's why it's kind of taking a little longer than normal. I just kind of want to help, just give what you guys want, and especially the ones that have been asking what other teams and other players have been doing here so far in this series, because I can't follow all 30 teams, so try to help you guys out and show you guys those numbers there to show what your favorite players are doing there. So but yes, it's been a fun series. Originally I was gonna, and I know I'm kind of getting off subject here, but originally I was gonna start a new series, a new franchise, and I was wanting to do the of all teams, I was wanting the Astros. The Astros was a team that I was going to do. I think I mentioned in a prior video that I already kind of had my idea of team who I was going to pick and have do a franchise mode with, and it was the Astros, because last spring I was there. The year, of course, it was the season hadn't started yet. I went to go visit my sister in Houston, and I fell in love with that ballpark and some of the players on that team from that season before. And then of course last year when they won the World Series, I'm like, okay, this sucks. I can't. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I usually try not to play with or try to rebuild or try to build a team that's at least have been in the playoffs, or won the World Series that year beforehand or whatnot. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, I can't do the Astros. So I was like, So I don't know. I was thinking about Dodgers series. Let me know if you guys want to see another franchise series here on the channel. And that one of them is the Dodgers. I was thinking about doing something with them, since they was the the overall favorite there last year for possibly winning the World Series, and they ended up coming up short. The other team I was thinking is Cleveland. They were another runner-up team after they got beat by the Cubs, and then of course they've been searching for a World Series title for quite some time now. But take a look here at your players of the month. And you got, of course, pitchers of the month and your rookies of the month there. And there you see two of our guys there, just of the month of May there. Nice. Carlos Martinez there 5-0 record, 6 games, a 1.69 ERA, and 73 strikeouts. Matt Carpenter, 100 at-bats with an average of 370, 15 home runs, and 29 RBIs. And then Hunter Renfroe of the Padres is your rookie of the month there. 111 at-bats, a 261 average, 5 home runs, and 11 RBIs. Take a look at the lineup here. And like I said, there will be some changes. I did change some of the lineup there to benefit the simple fact for pitching matchups. So some guys will be out of their normal spots there, or may not even be in the order. They may not bat every single day. And of course, when you do that, some guys get mad because they're not in the order every single day. But I'm trying to find those good matchups there that will help us out. So if they're struggling, against lefties, I'm gonna take them out of the order and put them in more of the right-handed order and kind of bump them up some, and then vice versa. So, or if they're or they need to be moved down, where the case may be there, just kind of switching things up. So some of the pitching order here won't be the same as previous episodes. So like I said, there will be some changes there. I'm hoping for the better. Pitching rotation for right now is going to stay where it's at. But like I said, I am going to be trying to bring up some younger talent. I think the next guy that will do the next spotlight, the minor league spotlight, I believe it'll be Carson Kelly. And he's been getting several emails from the farm team saying that, giving the numbers there monthly and talking about his great pitching performance. And we'll have actually a spotlight episode of him pitching a couple of games here very, very soon here on the channel. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we'll eventually bring him up. Zach Dukes and Matt Bowman are two guys that have some potential to start for next, maybe possibly this season, if not next season. And there'll be again a couple of spot starts here and there in a couple of games, in a couple episodes from now. So again, like I said, some changes coming up here to start the second half, or at least when we get to the second half here, there'll be some changes and give some more opportunities for some younger players to show what they can do. Luke Weaver's another guy that we're going to be looking at potential here in the future there. As you take a look at some of the player morale there, and yeah, I got a couple guys that are not too happy about their playing situation right now, or at least for the most part their role, a part of this organization there. But hey, like I said, we're going to be changing some things up here, and hopefully we can get some of those attitudes changed. Hopefully once the season ends, we can assign them new roles, or if worst case scenario, we'll have to just release them and let them try the free agency market. So but like I said, just showing you guys some information here you guys want to know. And I promise the next of this franchise mode, at least when it comes to the monthly report videos, they'll be a lot quicker, and you won't have so much information. But it's been a while since we had a series here, and I kind of just want to give you guys a quick recap of what we've done so far here. So coming up, the next video you should be seeing will be I believe it will be a draft episode. I think we'll talk about the draft. We'll show you some of the players that we've drafted, and then after that it'll be a spotlight video of Harrison Bainer, and then we'll get right back on the field with some more baseball here as we start the month of June. And we have a really great series against the Cubbies coming up here. I believe it will be in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's in Chicago. It may not be. It may be. I think it's in St. Louis. So yeah, we'll be back home against the Cubbies for a quick weekend series there against the Chicago Cubs. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And also don't forget to hit that subscription button if you want to subscribe to this channel for more St. Louis Cardinals franchise here on ESGNet. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys be notified when videos like this or any other series are uploaded here to the channel, and you guys can stay close to what's going on here on ESGNet. Also, follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out there for the latest news and events, and be a part of the ESGN Nation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned again for more videos here on ESGNet. And that is it for this episode of the St. Louis Cardinals Insider Redbird Report. And as always, you guys, I will see you guys next time.